Hi guys, so I'm back with another tutorial because a lot of you guys have been asking me to do more tutorials and I love doing them, so now I'm back and I'm gonna try to do more of these. So today I actually did this really smoky, like purpley black smoky eye. I love it. It is very dramatic and I'm actually going out for the night. It's still daytime. I have an appointment for the wedding and then I'm gonna go out, so this is what I'm gonna be wearing all day. And yeah, I hope you guys like it, and if you want to see how I did it, keep watching. Oh god, I look crazy. Ooh. Okay, let's cover this side of my face. I am using Painterly Paint Pot, and I actually went ahead and primed my entire eye area. And now I'm going to be using Time Pigment. It's just a really pretty like brown pigment with shimmer. I don't know if you can see that. And I actually don't even know if this is a permanent pigment. I don't know. I've had this for years, but I really like it. And it's just a shade of gold. Not a gold, like a really nice shade of brown with a hint of gold in it. It's actually a lot lighter than it looks here. So I'm just going to put that all over my lid, and I'm using it wet just so I can have a little bit of better payoff. And this is actually going to serve as a primer for my eyes. So I'm just quickly running that through my entire lid and blending it out like that. Okay. Pigment is on. Let's blend it out. I'm using a 217 MAC brush just to blend this out because you all know I hate harsh lines. I mean, who really likes them, right? And please try to ignore all my little friends on my face, all over this, all of this. I really don't know what's going on with my face. I actually think it's due to stress because I never break out like this and it never lasts this long, so it's a little bit frustrating. Okay, moving on. I'm using Sketch by MAC. Really pretty like burgundy color, and I'm using it with a pointing back brush. This is a pointing blending brush, and this is a 223. I think this is permanent. I'm really pretty confident that this is permanent. So just really getting the color on there, and then I'm gonna this is gonna be like the base color. So I'm gonna start off with my crease. I like to keep my eyes open while I do this also, and then just with the most color on my crease, I'm blending it inwards. I'm almost doing like little circular motions, and then that wind wiper motion, whatever it's called, like back and forth, and that's just really gonna deposit the color perfectly in my crease. So yeah, I am gonna be cutting crease again, and I really like this look. I mean, you can see the full outcome here. So just gonna put this on. Like I said, I always start off with the most color in the back and then kind of just take the leftovers and bring it inwards, because you still want the most concentration of color right over here. So this sketch is on and I look beautiful, don't I? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put Milani Liquid Eye Eyeliner. This is a great eyeliner. I'm obsessed with this and it's so darn black. So watch what I do. I'm just gonna put this in my waterline, and it's so black. I'm bringing it in all the way like that, so really fully putting it in my waterline, and I'm actually going to tightline as I always do. And I just got some on my lid, but that's okay because we're going to go over it anyway later, so it's fine. That's the thing with makeup also, you guys. If you make a mistake, like, who cares? Just keep going. There's always a way to correct it, you know? Okay, I think I got some on my contacts, but that's okay. So that is the Milani Liquid Eye on my eyes. I'm gonna now take that blending brush again, the pointy one that I was using, the 223, and I'm gonna use this eyeshadow. I think this is Prunella by MAC. It's a really pretty like deep purple. Love it. So again, I'm gonna use that right above the sketch. So we're just gonna deepen that color. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna blend this out because the harsh line is driving me crazy. So just blending at the top and just so it's softer, it doesn't look so harsh, you know? Okay, so like I said, Prunella is gonna go right on top of sketch, and I'm barely putting any pressure. I'm just doing this really softly because first of all, if you hold the brush like this, you're gonna get a lot of product, and it just is really hard to work like that. So you want to get your eyeshadow. I always tap off the excess, hold the brush towards the back, and just really let it do its job. And that's how you get a really nice blend. And I'm bringing it all the way And if you can see, I'm almost doing like a semicircle. I'm just kind of going around in like half a circle. And just go back and forth. Just build up that color. Alright guys, let's blend this look out a little bit. I'm going to be using my favorite blending color. This is Texture by MAC. And this is, as you guys probably know if you've been watching my videos for a while, this is my favorite transition color. And I'm really putting that really high up. So I'm just going to blend that. I'm going to use that to blend out my eyeshadows. And yeah, you're probably wondering why I'm putting a color all the way to my brow bone, but just watch. So you're going to blend it out, just give it that smooth transition. And then I'm going to take a fluffier MAC brush. Where is mine? This is my MAC 224. This is a big blending brush. I love this brush. And I'm just going to blend that out. Just really on top, blend that out so that texture eyeshadow is invisible. It just gives it a little bit warmth. Alright guys, almost done with the eyeshadow. I'm now going to take this black pigment. I don't want to tilt it too much. I don't know what this pigment is called. I have a sample of it, and I love sampling pigments. And look how much they gave me. This is crazy. I never need to buy this pigment ever. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that that pointy blending brush. I don't know what this pigment is called, or if this is even, you know, available now. I think it should be. But you can use any matte black eyeshadows. I just didn't have my black eyeshadow with me, so I'm using this. I'm really using this very light-handed on my eyeshadow. So right where we put the sketch and then the Prunella, we're going to deepen this up even more. This is just smoking it out, really giving it like that 3D look, not making it flat. That's what you want to do with your eyeshadow. If you want to get that perfect blended look, you really want to layer it on, but keep it this is what's keeping it very smoky, you know? So I'm just putting that on very carefully and blending it in very slowly. And I'm taking it all the way in my inner corner. Now if you have very small eyes, I don't recommend putting eyeshadow in your inner corner. Just focus it towards the back. I just have really big eyes, so this is like my favorite thing to do with my eyeshadows because it makes my eyes look smaller and smokier. So just doing that, blending that out. And that's pretty much it with the eyeshadow. And then you just really want to blend this full look out. I'm going to take my 217 by MAC that I was using earlier, and I'm just going to blend that whole thing out and just smoke this out. So the hard part of the eyeshadow is pretty much done, you guys. Next, I'm taking Ricepaper by MAC. It's this guy here, my favorite highlight. You guys know I always use this. And you guys are probably sick and tired of me using it, but I seriously cannot get myself to switch to another highlight under my brows. So I'm just going to pop that right underneath my brow bone. And this is just going to highlight the full look and kind of bring back, because it's such a dark look, it's just going to bring back a little bit of light. And it's just going to make you look glowy and it just highlights your brows. So putting that onto the brows. I'm also going to take Shroom eyeshadow, which is one of my favorite highlights. It's always between this one and Ricepaper. I always switch back and forth. Shroom is a lot more pinkier than Ricepaper, so I like it for my inner corner actually. And I'm just popping that right underneath my inner corner by my waterline. And then I'm going to put some on top as well, but not too much on top. Because it's such a smoky look, and I like that it's such a smoky look. I kind of just want to keep it like that. And if you have smaller eyes, I would really highlight the inner corner. That's really going to open up your eyes. Maybe I'll do a whole tutorial about people with small eyes and big eyes and how, you know, to wear makeup accordingly. So next, I'm just going to actually go and apply my eyeliner. You guys know how I do that. I'm going to apply that and then I'll be right back to show you what else I do. I'm going to apply my eyeliner and I'm going to apply my mascara and then I'll be right back. So the eyes are done. I added some eyeliner, I added some mascara, I put some eyeshadow on the bottom, and I smoked it out. You guys know the deal. I'm using my Prolongwear by MAC in NW25. I always use this one. You guys are probably just like, seriously, do you have any other concealers? But I just cannot switch this for my under eye concealers. I really can't. Just applying that with my finger. And I'm actually covering all these crazy marks that I have on my face right now, because I'm going out today and I don't want to have all these crazy marks, which, I mean, it's hard to avoid, but I'll do what I can do. Alright, I'm going to blend this out with my Real Techniques contour brush, and I don't even know why they call this the contour because it's so small, and I actually did use it for contouring for like a hot minute, and then I was like, wait a second, I look crazy because imagine it, putting it like this, it's so small, you get such a sharp contour, it doesn't even look natural at all. So I like to just use this under my eyes. It fits perfectly. A lot of you guys have been asking me to do like a whole look using just the Real Techniques brushes, so I'm definitely going to do that. I need to go buy some eye brushes before I do that because I don't have any. I mean, I have like 2. They're not even the eye brushes though. They're like they're from the face brush kit, but I use them for eye brushes. So anyway, I'm just going on and on. I'm just blending this out. Next, I'm going to use the Prolongwear foundation by MAC, and I'm going to just apply that with my 109 blending or face brush, foundation brush, whatever. And I have to say, I'm really upset with this brush because it's shedding like nobody's business. I have no MAC brushes that shed. Like, this is the only one that's ever shed, and it's really annoying. Like, do you see that? Like, I don't know. I'll show you guys. As I even put it on, a lot of the bristles will be on my face. It's so annoying. So I don't know if this is like, this is honestly the only brush from MAC that has ever shed on me. And oh my god, I just messed up my eyeshadow. Sorry about that, guys. I actually just messed up my eyeshadow a little bit with my foundation, but that's okay because I fixed it. So yeah, this brush is shedding like crazy. I don't know if this has happened to any of you guys. Maybe I'll read a review or something to see if this is normal, because I just swear by MAC brushes, and I love the shape of this brush. Like, I feel like it's so great to get like anywhere in your face, you know, like it gets to every single point, but I don't like the fact that sheds. I'm actually in a hurry right now to try to get out of the house because me and my fiance have some wedding stuff to take care of today. So we have an appointment at 3, and it's about an hour away, and now it is almost 2 o'clock, so I need to be done soon. Alright, I'm going to take Fit Me Concealer in 25 medium or medium 25 whatever, and I'm just putting that right underneath like so. And I just like to pile this on and cake it on. I don't even care because it's so sheer that I feel like when you blend it out, it just blends out really, really pretty. And I actually think I have a hair from the brush in my nose, which is crazy. And now I feel like I have to sneeze. Maybe I'll wash it out. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll wash out the MAC foundation brush because that I know will help with the shedding for sure. So like I said, I put this all over under my eyes, the medium 25. It's the most gorgeous highlight ever. It's really sheer. It's very, very flattering. Love it. Blending it with the beauty, or not beauty blender, which I should be using the beauty blender. Mine was dirty, so I'm using this with the Real Techniques right above my foundation and everything. And a lot of you guys asked me, does this cake up? And no, it doesn't. I'm not using a thick concealer as my highlight, so it definitely does not cake up, I promise you. And I'm not using my fingers. I'm just using the blending or a brush to blend it out, so it doesn't cake up for sure. I use a synthetic brush too because that kind of just keeps just the right amount of product on your face. Using the Give Me Sun bronzer by MAC. I love this stuff, use it all the time, and I'm just gonna contour with that. And I'm using the an angle brush by MAC. I don't even know what this number this is, 168 or 158, I don't know, but it's the one with the white bristles, which mine are not even white anymore because it's so dirty. You know what, actually I'm thinking that could be it too, because I haven't like cleaned my brushes in like 3 weeks, and I'm very good about cleaning my brushes on like an every 2-week basis. That could be it now that I'm thinking about it. So definitely got some work to do to kind of figure out what's going on my face. And yeah, we're almost done, I promise. So for my face, or not my face, my lips and my blush, I'm going to be using some goodies I got from Sephora. So let's see what's in here. I have 2 new products that I actually put on my Instagram. For the blush, I'm using these new Cake Pops, or Cake Pops, seriously? Cheek Pops. What is wrong with me? I'm actually in a rush, so I'm like, I don't even know what I'm saying. And this is so pretty, wow. Oh my god, I don't even want to use it. Look how pretty, it's like a sunflower. Stunning. And this is in the shade Ginger Pop. Alright, let's destroy this baby, shall we? I'm going to put that on with my blush brush, and I actually read online that these are not very long lasting and you have to use a lot to get a product, but I don't think so. It's such a pretty color. Oh, that's really pretty. I love it. I love like these, like, I don't even know, like these warm colors. I don't like pink blush anymore. I think I've come to realize that I love like warm blushes, like corals, and like this ginger pop is so pretty. And I don't think you have to use a lot, and I don't think that the color payoff is actually pretty good. I love it. So I love the blush. It's so pretty and it's so natural. So definitely a 5-star on this cheek pop blush in Ginger Pop from Clinique. And I don't even own any of the Clinique makeup, which is really crazy. Anyways, I'm now using Bite Beauty lipstick in the color, or what is it called? In the shade Fig. Is it? Yeah, it says 98% natural. I love these lipsticks. I love Bite Beauty. So it's a really pretty like pinky color, but when I put it on, it's so nude on me. So watch what it does. It's like a really nudie color. I love it, and these feel so good. They're long lasting, they're good for you. I love the Bite Beauty. I feel like I want to buy all of them. I might do like a full review on these because I have this, and then I have another like lip pencil deal product. So yeah, anyways, let me bring you guys close so you guys can see the final look. I actually realized that this eye is a little bit more smokier than this one, but I don't have time to fix it, so we're just gonna kind of roll with it. But this is the final look, so you can see from all sides. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you try it, please let me know how it works out for you, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.